So in the last part, I commented on how Oviedo very much disliked the indigenous population and how he somehow found out how they had relationships or conjugal relationships. So apparently they didn't do it missionary style. They did it the way that doggies do. I'm going to describe it that way. And this grossed him out. He thought it was like the most savage, just savagery, just a horrible way of procreating. My question is, how did you find that out? How did you see that? He explains and says, pues, si de este reo cacique Guacanagarí hay tal fama, claro está que no sería él solo en tan nefando y sucio crimen. Pues la gente común luego procura, y aún todo el reino, de imitar al príncipe en las virtudes o mismos vicios que ellos usan. So he's saying that he heard this, that this is, I guess, chisme. But again, I'm like, did you confirm this? Were you there watching people? Anywho, there was something that he did admire about them. And again, he thought it was horrible that the women were so free in expressing their sexuality. However, he says this, y los hombres, aunque algunos eran peores que ellas, again, how do you know this? Are you watching them? Tenían un virtuoso y común comedimiento y costumbre, generalmente en el casarse, y era así, que por ninguna manera tomaban por mujer, ni había sexo carnal con su madre, ni con su hija, ni con su hermana. He does note that they didn't seem to, I'm going to say it this way, to be jealous about sexual access. He saw them participate and engage with people who were not their, I'm going to say, spouse. He also comments that there was consequences if even a cacique broke this rule about not having conjugal relations with mother, daughter, or sister. He says that they were basically ostracized and nobody would have any contact with them, no matter if they were caciques or not. So basically a type of excommunication. And Oviedo, of course, he can't just praise them. He says, ni tampoco se ha de pensar que lo dejaban de hacer por algún respeto virtuoso, sino porque tienen por cosa cierta y averiguada los indios de esta isla y de las ellas circunstantes, so in the other islands as well, que el que se echa con su madre o con su hija o con su hermana muere mala muerte. And he concludes, si esta opinión, como se dice, está en ellos fijada, débese creer que se lo ha enseñado la experiencia. So he believed that the Taínos had this belief because they had experienced it. It shows an understanding, whether they learn through experience, as Oviedo says. However, I do honestly believe that there was a reason for that respect, and unfortunately the Taínos can't explain it to us. So what about homosexuality? So we also have a comment on this, and it says, again, Oviedo, a veces saber paciente o toma cargo de ser mujer en aquel bestial y descomulgado acto le dan luego oficio de mujer. Y luego trae naguas como mujer. Apparently, the Taínos practiced openly homosexuality. They encouraged effeminate men to dress as women if that was their desire. They did not punish, from what it seems, this practice. Unlike the Christians who, as we know, were very vocal of their disgust in terms of this behavior.